joke, this ain't no game. This that CSZ game. They said pull up, so I came. You better put some respect on their name. Yeah, 55 was goody. Kill the vibe, how could he? Big Cardinal on the hoodie. Let me break it down for you fully. This ain't your average broadcast. This ain't just no podcast. The other shows spread fake news. We just call them broadcast. West, Joey, Sam, Shawn, Dalton. And you know that boy Higgy. He said he don't want no small fries. Tell them they better make them biggie. Yeah, you already know what we be on. We got the crown, we hold the throne. We throw the mails and you take them home. When they ring the bells, you know that it's home. The bar set, we setting the tone. If we set it, then set it in stone. Sit in the seat, set up your phone. You in the Cardinal sports zone.
Welcome everybody to the latest episode. And we lost somebody already. Who did we lose? Dalton again? No. Yeah, Dalton. Coming to you live from the fitness. Wait a minute, it's not the Fitness Market Studios anymore. Something feels different. Oh yeah. Coming to you live from the Triple C Studios. That is the Collision Course crew. It's the 2023 Kickoff season premiere of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. 10 years overall in the radio business. Congrats to us. Season 5 in the pods. I'm your host, Jeremy Wallman. Today I have with me an esteemed panel of guest hosts. I got my man, Sam Baisden.
What's up?
Shawn Barber.
How's it going?
Season 5, still a virgin. The notorious Hig.
Hello, everybody.
And the prettiest person in town. Well, he's not even in town, but here's our very special guest host. He's the most prolific third down wide receiver in the University of Louisville football history. After spending 8 seasons in the NFL, he came home to coach high school football at a very high level. He is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Ugtastic, Lavelle Boyd. Vel, what's good, man?
What's going on, fellas? How everybody doing, man?
Man, we're doing good. You know how to throw an ugly shot at you. I mean, I didn't have to really throw it at you. You threw it up, it bounced right back off and hit me back, but it is what it is. Thank you for coming on, though, bro. We appreciate it.
No problem, man. Absolutely.
I know you do anything for me, man. We've been brothers since day one, down since day one. So
yes, man. Yeah.
So y'all don't forget the chat line is open. I see y'all are already starting to talk. I'll get to y'all in a second. I can only do one thing at once. I have become less multitask-ish since I've been in the hospital and out of the hospital and stuff. So I'm getting old like Lavelle. So my mind's slipping a little bit. So it is what it is. But don't forget, chat line's open. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or however you are, send us your questions through the chat line. Click on the graphic to see how you can check on the graphic underneath me, underneath Sam, to see how you can follow the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast on social media and help support us. Maybe I can get people to come here on time for the show. Not my guests. My guests are always on time. I'm talking about my co-host that I'm very disappointed in at the moment. And I don't hold anything back. So I'm shouting all y'all down. All the fans, shout out to y'all. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube, smash that thumbs up. If you're watching anywhere else, make sure you're telling everybody where they can find the best show in town. And for those of y'all that stick around to the very end, we got a really cool announcement for you all. Can't wait to share that information with you all. But let's go ahead. We'll bring the chat line up on the screen for me, and let's see what everybody has got to say, and then we'll get to business. James Garland says, "Go Cards." Brian McGlasson, what up? 55. Master Yoda, yo, what's good? CSZ family. Terry Jones says Saturday podcast is in the dark. Still no power in J-Town. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We did have a pretty bad storm that happened while we were at the Yum Center for Friday Night SmackDown last night. Dwayne, what's good, Card family? Card Don says, yo, with 100 O's. That's how I do it, too. Tom Jeffries, let's go. R. Hope, what up? Uncle Larry, let's get it going, gang. He's got a new Twitter. Y'all can find that on, I retweeted it earlier. You can find it on Twitter. Smash that like button. Whole crew is in the building tonight. Brian says you got more nicknames than Apollo Creed. That's just with me, though. I have a new nickname for him every week, every day, pretty much. So it is what it is. Brian wants to know how the show was last night. Our Facebook messages are popping up, so that's good. That's not been working the last few weeks. Master Yoda says, Lavelle, my guy. Quentin says, yo. Uncle Larry says, Lavelle's nickname in college was Mr. Stretch and Catch. I have a slightly different nickname. It involves stretching, but we won't say that on the air. That's not PG. Master Yoda says, I'm looking good. I try to always. Chris Curry says, greeting Mr. Boyd everywhere else, or everybody else. Hello. And what, Brian? Great question for Lavelle. We'll ask him that here in just a few minutes. It's one of my questions I have. Wes, a lot of interaction. I love that. Keep that energy up for us tonight. We appreciate you all. Like I said, we got a cool announcement y'all are going to be high for at the end of the show too. So I can't wait to share that with you. Wes says, "What's good, 55 and crew? 6 days to football. Let's play some football." Big 55 getting over like LA night. Yeah, I'm trying to, man. Look, that's one thing, and Lavelle can attest to that. I've always been over. Everybody, if you're my friend, you know and love me, and you know how big of a character I am on and off the microphone. It is what it is. It was a question, Lavelle. Was it hard growing up in my shadow? And before you say I'm so fat, you were always in my shadow. I mean, like, I'm just kidding. Look, we were in each other's shadow. I was in he was in my shadow legitimately because I was so big, and I was in his shadow because everything I tried to accomplish, he did bigger, and I was always so proud of him for that. I know I joke on him a whole lot, but that's my guy. Mason says, hello, Shawn.
Hello, nephew.
James says, are Shawn and Higgy brothers? Well, yeah. Well, okay. If you ever seen that movie Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito, like that.
But who's who?
Exactly. Master Yoda said, Wes, my bro. Robin says, what's up, fam? Watching the battle between Lamar and Yaya. We're going to let y'all get to that. I did not know that was happening when I scheduled this. Wes is okay. So Wes is talking to everybody. All right. So back to the lesson at hand. Let me get that trusty little sheet back up. Shout out to everybody for taking time out of their Saturday night and joining us here on the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. I'm still trying to get Dalton back in here because he actually had the first segment and he's nowhere to be found.
Apparently, he was going to try to find Wi-Fi.
Okay. So, well, then we'll do it backwards. So, Lavelle, Jeff Brom will be running a 4-2-5 defense. You've not only been a successful college player, but you've been a successful high school coach. Tell the people who may not necessarily know football or be football savvy the benefits of that defense and like which position and maybe even a player that you know of that might benefit from being in that 4-2-5 defense this season.
That's the exact same defense I used when I was a coach also, man. It gives you a lot of versatility. You actually get that extra defensive back on the field. So I think my guy, son, Josh Minkins Jr. will definitely have an opportunity to really flourish in this defense. I think that he probably will be playing free. Being honest with you, I haven't, I'm not in Louisville, so I haven't had opportunity to see the personnel and who's going to be where. I will be at the game in Atlanta next Friday. But I definitely think that Josh Minkins will have an opportunity to really flourish in that defense. It gives him an opportunity to make a lot of plays if he's playing the free safety. So
that's
I'm excited.
Just like I said, for the people who are not football savvy, 4-2-5, that's 4 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, 5 in the backfield. Okay.
And 5 defensive backs. So the person who normally plays like the slot defensive back needs to be pretty versatile, needs to be able to play in the run game also. So I don't know who that might be. And the other big part of whoever is in that defense is the person who's playing the free safety position, because he is like the quarterback of the secondary. So I'm excited to see who's who, man.
So, Shawn, I'm going to ask you a question on this. Who do you see that's returning who will benefit the most from this defensive scheme?
I actually think Ben Perry.
Ben Perry.
Ben Perry is going to be the guy, because I think the guy he said being versatile, being able to cover the slot or being able to help in the run, I think that's kind of Ben Perry, what he can do, what he can bring to the table. And so I think that's the guy that's going to be just an unbelievable player in this new scheme.
So I picked defensively. It's odd. Me and Lavelle didn't talk about this at all before the show. I also had Josh Minkins as basically I had him as my, and we'll talk about that later on when we do the like breakout players. But Josh Minkins was my defensive breakout player for the season. Perry kind of did his thing the last couple of years. Maybe not at a 5-star level, but he was right there. Like he made a huge difference. Him and Quincy Riley made huge differences in that defensive backfield. So I'm looking very, very forward to see what we got coming this year, because we got a lot. Not only do we have a brand new coach, about half the team is new too. We got transfers at almost every position or competing for every position. So that can either make your team better if you've got a lot of quality backups, or if you've got a lot of new people coming in, subbing in, and old people subbing out, it may take a little bit longer for the new people to learn that, you got the talent. Do you have the comprehension of the playbook? So it'll be very, very interesting to see. While we're waiting for Dalton to get to pull into Dollar General and connect to their free Wi-Fi, because it's way better than the one he has at the crib. Lavelle, I'm gonna ask you a personal question, and I know I know nothing is off topic here. So to me, and I don't even think I'm biased. A lot of people are like, "Oh, you're just saying that because y'all are friends." No, I don't believe that. I watched you have probably one of the greatest senior years in Louisville football history. You had double-digit touchdowns. You had a game-winning. You had 3 weeks in a row in October where against Army, you caught the game-winning touchdown pass, but you were pass interference and they didn't call it. The very next week, you caught a 20-yard. I called a Hail Mary pass because Chris scrambled so far back to throw it, but you caught a Hail Mary touchdown pass that was unbelievable. And then the next week, you went on to collect 11 catches for like 179 yards and 4 touchdowns. I don't know why I'm trying to guess. I had 173 yards and 4 touchdowns. Yet when people talk about their all-time favorite Louisville wide receivers, you very rarely come up, and I think that's very unfair, because I'd like to see any other wide receiver in Louisville football history that not only has the third down efficiency completion rate that you have, but that can match. Nobody can match the senior day at any position. You could even flip it over to running back. Nobody's had 150-yard rushing 4 touchdown game or anything like that. So do you think that maybe due to recency bias, maybe because you didn't get to play all 4 years you were there, a little bit of both? What's your take on that? Because I really, and as long as I'm on the airwaves, I'm going to champion for you, my brother. It ain't an issue. I'm always going to shout LAVELLLLL. Oh no, wait a minute. Is it LB or PLB? It don't matter. LB. I'm always going to be one of your biggest fans. So what do you think the issue is?
I played during a time where you didn't see very many 6'3", 215-pound slot receivers. I think I was probably a little bit before my time as far as being a big guy working the slot. If I played during this particular time, and then you have to realize also I had an All-American tight end who went to high school, little league, middle school football with the quarterback. You still had Arnold Jackson. So we had a lot of guys. But I always say this. My teammates knew who the guy was. Sometimes you have to play your role, and my role was to make plays when the ball came to me. And if you ever turned on a University of Louisville game, I may not get 10 targets in that game. Some games I may only get 3 or 4 targets, but those are 3 or 4 targets that count. So, it is what it is. I feel like if you look in the record books and you look into who was respected and who my teammates look to make plays, that's what mattered to me. Fans watching the game, sometimes you're gonna have people who like this guy or that guy, but when it came down to we need a play made, that's when my name was called. So, and I still, when I'm in the city and I'm in Louisville, I'm walking around. I haven't played college football since 1999, and that's a long time. And when I'm in Louisville, I still get the Mr. Third Down. I still get you were my favorite receiver, So, and then also have an opportunity to play after I left college was the reward. You don't always get your reward, or you always don't get your recognition right away. A lot of times, it takes some time, for people to kind of look back and see, the history of things. But if you go to the history books and you look and you check the numbers, I'm still around. So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with that.
Absolutely. And we're talking to all-time Louisville great Lavelle Boyd. I think it's a little bit of everything, though, man. I think it's probably, like I said, a little bit of the both. You were when you left Louisville, you were in the top 10 of every wide receiver category, and you only played 2 full seasons, right? 2 full seasons?
3.
Well, yeah. Well, I thought you were hurt one of those seasons for a little bit.
I mean, I was hurt the beginning of my sophomore year. I had a shoulder injury, but I was dressed and playing.
So how many? Maybe this will be a better way to figure it out. How many games did you play in college total games played?
The crazy thing is that you say that. If you take the numbers, okay, we played 2 bowl games.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they didn't count bowl games towards our stats until the year after I left.
I remember that.
So, that's another 200 yards. That's another almost 20 catches that you add on to my stats, which takes me to a whole different level when it comes to, the stats that people have too. But I think I played 11 games my senior year, 11 games my junior year. I played all 11 games my sophomore year, so 33 games.
Okay, I knew it was around 30, which makes it even more impressive. But I think the biggest thing is that let's just keep it all the way real. Me and Vel are veterans at this point in the game of life, of sports, of whatever. And kids these days, but when we were growing up, you didn't have Huddle, you didn't have Scout, you didn't have a lot of you didn't have Twitter where everybody could just trash, because my God, would Lavelle have gotten trashed a lot on social media if it was around. He would have also been heralded a lot as well. But that's just how social media nerds. I love all you guys tuning in. Y'all aren't nerds. The rest of them, the ones that complain, obviously, I'm talking about. But that's just how it is. So would he have been talked about more if there's some social media around? Yeah, but all these people that are very vocal on social media are about 23, 24 years old, and they didn't. And that's not even making a joke. They didn't see any of us. They didn't see Lavelle play high school or college. They didn't see me on the sideline supporting Lavelle playing high school and college. So it's just a different type of sample size there. So it is what it is. But I still feel like, and man, y'all play. Wasn't that the Marshall game in Detroit? We got about halfway up there and got the interstate got snowed, and we had to turn. Me and Joey.
I remember that.
Me and Joey had to turn around and come back.
Oh, you didn't make it to the game?
No, you knew that. Speaking of Joey, what up, Joey?
What's up?
There's Joey. What up, Joey?
What's up, big man?
Ain't nothing, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. I'm on remote tonight.
Been a long time.
Got Bill Jones here.
What's up, Bill?
What's going on?
Collision course in the house. Look, we got your graphic up there. As one
Yeah,
of
hold
our-
on. We're gonna see if we can get a live shot here.
Ooh, that's smooth looking.
Yeah, that's sweet.
I like
Yes,
that.
Hey, where's
sir.
that at?
I like that. What'd you say, Val?
Hey, where's
I
that
gotta
at?
back away from the garage though, real quick, because y'all are on in the garage and it's giving me feedback.
Give me some feedback. That will be where will that be located at this season, Joey? The collision course tailgate.
It's gonna be back over at the same spot by El Nepal on Crittenden Drive.
So
Right
we're
next
same
to the
in
spot.
the Hall of Fame Cafe, Lavelle. It's now in El Nepal. Everything
Okay.
turns into El Nepal these days, or a Dollar
Yeah.
General store.
Oh man. Oh man. Look. Hold on. Say hi.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, y'all?
Look what he just brought. Look what he just
You're
brought
missing
me.
out on some cheesesteaks,
Oh
bro.
man, he just brought. Hold on.
This ain't fair. We should be on location.
We should have done this on location tonight.
Hey,
had
why
some
do you
other
think I volunteered? Look at that. Ooh wee.
Okay, we're kicking
Man,
Joey
y'all
out.
Garrett
Yeah.
always cooks up the good stuff when I'm not there.
Yeah.
That's because we'd like for everybody to have something to eat, Higgy. That's why we don't cook nothing when you're here, because we want everybody to have
Yeah, we wait till Higgy's in Tennessee to eat. Because we ain't got enough food.
Bill would feed
Man,
me.
y'all leave Higgy alone, man.
No, then it's not fun. It's either we talk about Higgy and his
talk about
enormous
Shawn.
breasts, or we talk about
It's enormous.
Shawn and the fact he's 42 years old and never touched a breast. It's one or the other.
Jason, close your ears, earmuffs.
No, sorry.
He tried to touch Jeremy's last night.
He did, and I was very uncomfortable with that. I mean, I was gonna let him. Honestly, I didn't. But he ran away. He ran away.
He got nervous. He's like, "What do I do? What do I do?"
So again, we're here with Louisville football great Lavelle Boyd. No, he didn't have to pay me to say that. That's God's honest truth.
Yeah.
Sam,
He's all right.
Sam, I wanted to ask you a little bit about this offense, because with Coach Brom, it's his first season at the helm. I really don't know what to expect. Let me jump back to Lavelle for a second. Lavelle, you know, there's a talk that it's kind of a hybrid type offense. I don't know what it's called. I've heard people say it's in between pro style and West Coast. Do you know exactly what kind of offense he runs, and what should people expect from a Brom-led offense?
Of course, I've been really good friends with Coach Brom for a long time. I know that he comes from the school of Bobby Petrino. Okay. So you're going to get a lot of those concepts, and then you're going to have a lot of some of the things. You know, each coach picks up things over time on their own. So, but if I was to clarify the type of offense that he would run, I would definitely say it's a spread offense. Very similar to what we ran when I was at U of L. Not the same thing that he ran when he had Lamar and all of those guys, but the offense that we ran, Chris Redmond, you know, that offense is going to be very similar to that.
That Chris Redmond guy, I can't stand him. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Jeremy,
Chris.
real quick. The other night, somebody on the comments said that they played at DOS too,
Yeah,
and you were like,
that was Card Don, and I don't know what Don's last name is, and I
Who?
apologize. His name is Don, and he said that
because we only had 12 people on our freshman team. Me and Lavelle
he didn't
did.
play that year. He played he was a freshman, y'all sophomore year. No,
During our freshman year, everybody on the team but me, and I can't even think about that big tubby guy's name. Everybody else played quarterback at least one game.
Well, I was telling everybody on the show the other night, we did an impromptu show so I could let everybody know that Lavelle was coming on here. I was like, Lavelle played quarterback and DB as a freshman.
Yeah.
He played quarterback and wide receiver as a sophomore. He played wide receiver and free safety. He did it all. But when you're as good as Lavelle is, you can do it all.
Yeah.
So,
Set all the Jefferson County records in 2 years for a receiver.
Yeah, man. I actually never played anything other than quarterback up until I got to DOS. You know, during that period of time, looking like me and playing quarterback wasn't like, you know, a good thing back in the 90s, man. They didn't A lot of people didn't believe in having, black quarterbacks on that time, being honest with you. So
Well,
I
we're
didn't
glad
really
you
get
were
an
a wide receiver
opportunity.
those last 2 years. We're glad you
Yeah.
were a wide receiver.
Yeah. I'm definitely, if Gary Gum never comes to Doss, then I probably never get an opportunity to play on any level, or I had to transfer, one of the two. But everything happens for a reason, man. But my love and my passion was playing quarterback, man. I played quarterback from the time I ever picked up a football. So
Who was our backup
it's just,
our senior year behind Gary? Who was our backup quarterback?
I probably would have played it. Mike Lauder.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Lauder probably.
Who's the kid that he? I think he was the backup quarterback, but he broke his collarbone.
I don't know.
Don't know who I'm talking
I just
about.
know Mike Lauder. Mike Lauder was probably would have been the backup, and then if it was an emergency, I probably would have had to play it. Yeah.
I just cannot, and I can't. It's escaping my memory. Like I said, I'm getting up there. I'm almost as old as Lavelle is now, so my mind.
You do realize that's 30 years ago, right?
Look, first off, it was. You're right. It was 30 years ago.
Hey, the fact that we can even remember Gary Gum and Mike Lauder's name is pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's a long time ago, man. That's a long time ago.
Higgy, I'm going to give you opportunity to speak, and I may regret it, but you weren't even alive 30 years ago, were you?
No,
I'll be 28 in 2 weeks.
Okay, you can't
shut
talk.
up. You no longer get to talk. This is grown
y'all
folks are talking right now. Grown folks is talking now, Higgy.
I don't want him bullied at all. Stop bullying him.
Bring Bill over here.
So, but hold on, Lavelle. So we can't bully Higgy, but we can bully Shawn though, right?
I don't know Shawn, so I haven't met him. So until I meet him, keep the pressure off my man Higgy, man. Leave Higgy alone.
Thanks,
we'll keep the pressure off of him when he keeps the pressure off his belt line. Just kidding, Higgy. I love you, buddy.
We're rolling the
I was gonna say, where's Bill Jones when I need Bill Jones' alumni here?
My shout out to Higgy.
Rhino as well.
Is that Taco Shawn?
Yeah,
that is.
That's the V show. That's the V show. I like to call it.
I've seen the Twitter handle. I've never seen the man on the air before, though.
Well, you probably are better off for not until now.
How's it going, guys?
What's up, Rhino?
We're rolling, rocking it tonight. So
kicking off season 5. We're having a good time. I'm glad Joey came out there with you all to hang out and we get some on location perspective. The chat line's blowing up. I'm doing Higgy's promotional thing at the bottom of the screen there. Are your snacks missing? DM our tip line at I am the Higgy. And then for Shawn's is, if you know a female that is 28 to 38 and not a blow-up doll that is single, please help us get Shawn a date. So you can't say I don't try to help my
Even
friends
if she's 58, bro. At this point, 58. 58.
We just got to get him in the batters box, man.
Yeah, you got to step up to the plate first, dude, and get the bat off your shoulder.
Can they be battery operated, Shawn? I don't know. I'm sorry.
Tailgating, you guys got to.
Yeah.
You're missing out.
I was the smart one, man. I was like, you know what? I need to ride over to the collision course crew and, do some personal one-on-one interview. And I'm about to have to go ahead and log off and eat this sandwich before it gets cold.
Cardinal did say hi to Joey. Said hi, Joey. Uncle Larry.
What's up? Cardinal, what's your name? What's your actual name? DM Jeremy so I know who you are. If you play with me and Lavelle, we need to know who our former teammate is.
Well,
I don't know Cardinal.
So y'all were freshmen. When y'all were sophomore, he was a freshman. And then he said he didn't play his senior year, so he would have only been there 2.
Oh, I don't know him then. I didn't play my sophomore year.
High school with him.
Well, true, but I didn't know him from football because I didn't play my sophomore year.
Hi, Michelle. James says the 4-2-5 defense makes sense. Go to Vivid Seats if you still need tickets for the game in Atlanta. Uncle Larry said the collision course people rock. Wes Key says it's half El Nepal, half Italian joint. It
is
these days.
Last time I rolled by there, it's half and half now.
Diggs,
Val, I love you, brother. It's good to see you. I'm going to hop off here and talk to these guys for a little bit, and then Jeremy, I'll see y'all again here in a little bit.
All right.
Take care, bro.
See you, brother.
That's
All right,
Joe
man.
Wyman in the crib, in the build. Well, not in the building, but kinda. Yes, Shawn does still need a date. Brian says, "What class at Doss?" Lavelle and Joey were class of '96.
Yeah.
So, Wes says that he's older than Higgy by 8 months. You're not allowed to watch the show anymore. Mr. Rhino, I don't know. Oh, yeah. And how's that Cardinal L? We'll find out about that. That's look. Speaking of breakout players, Quincy Riley, mama on the line here, Miss Kelly Green. Hi, Miss Kelly. How you doing tonight? Got the Facebook notifications working, so the chats are coming through. We appreciate you supporting us, just like we support your son. So it's a good time all around. Sam, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Lavelle. Who do you see that's returning this year? Who's going to benefit the most from Coach Brom's offensive scheme, which is reportedly a mixture between pro style and West Coast?
I want to say the running backs. Everybody thinks of Coach Brom as a pass first, and that he kind of neglects the run game, and I don't think that's true. I think he finds different ways to get his running backs in space, get his playmakers the ball. We've seen, like last year, we barely got the running backs the ball in the passing game. If it was either a screen game or it was just a broken down play to where the running backs got the ball. I think this year we'll see him be more friendly to getting his running backs the ball in the passing game, whether it is like a quick screen or a design route for them instead of just when the play breaks down. So I definitely think the running backs will have more of an impact than they did in years prior under the last regime.
I just assumed. Now I haven't. I'll have to be honest. I've not watched a ton of Coach Jeff Brom's football games at Purdue because I don't like Purdue.
Last year he had, I want to say he had 2 running backs with over 30 catches last year. One of them I think was 3rd or 4th on the team. Was 4th on the team in receptions as a running back. So he finds ways to get his running backs the ball in the passing game.
Brian McGlasson says Ace Wells ran for 1,600 yards under Brom at WKU. So I don't know. I guess I just assumed he'd be a more pass-heavy coach, but it sounds like it's more of a like
kid that came from Central, right?
Yeah. It seems like he runs more of an offense that would have benefited guys like Bilal Powell, like Anthony Allen, guys like that who are dual threats. Who's this most recent guy that I'm forgetting? Javian Hawkins. That's I was trying to think of. Whatever happened? He's still in the league, right?
I'm not sure.
He was last on the Rams practice squad, and then I don't know if he got re-signed this year or not.
Gotcha. So that's good to know. I mean, I try to know as much as I can, but I didn't really know much about his offense. So I appreciate you getting us up to date on that. So let's get back to the current. Sticking with the current Cards theme, this season should be given a little bit of grace since it's the first season under the new head coach, Jeff Brom. But we all know how Louisville fans are. We know how some of the members of the podcast crew are. They don't give a lot of grace at any time, waiting for these new places to fall in place. Shawn, I'm going to start with you. Yo.
I want to say something. And this is very important for everybody that's listening, okay? For the last few years, there's been a certain game that hasn't gone the way it needs to go. Okay? Don't care if we don't win a game. I guarantee you, listen to me. I guarantee you the head coach understands the value of one game. Yeah. And I guarantee you that game will be a game that we win this year. All right. I'm telling you right now, you have to understand the consequence and the repercussion of losing that game. And I know Coach Brom understands the value of that game every year. So I'm not even worried about that. I know 2 things. We're going to win that game, and the people that are on that field and the people that are in the office and the people who are running the program understand how important it is to win that game.
And that's the problem with the coach we've had. I don't want to throw any kind of. I had no issues with Coach Satterfield. I don't want to sully his name, but we have a coach like Lavelle said that understands. We got this coach who understands the importance of that. And the last coach was so intrigued about the Skyline Chili Gold Star Chili debate that he moved us to coach them so he could settle that debate. So it is what it is. Uncle Larry said Brahms' offense will keep defensive coordinators on their toes. For sure. So getting back to the new pieces in place, Shawn, I'm going to start with you. I want 2 predictions from you. What do you think the actual record is going to be, and what's your best case scenario? Because for me, I'm going to chicken out here a little bit. I'm the kind of dude that if I feel like my word carries value. I've not seen Coach Brom coach. I've not seen half these guys play. If the potential lives up to the talent, this has got all the makings of a great season because we got a great draw on the ACC teams we play. Half of them the good ones are having down seasons this year. So with any normal Louisville Cardinal team that had Charlie Strong would have went undefeated this year on this record with the talent he brings in. I don't want to set goals like that for this coach because I don't know. I'm not going to give any predictions about the season because I don't know. But what are your predictions? I'm going to make sure if you're wrong that I tell everybody you're wrong, obviously. But what are your predictions on the season? What's your best case?
I actually think we can probably go 9-3. I think the schedule sets up nicely. I think most of these ACC teams have never seen his offense, and his offense is a very unique offense. Best case scenario is 11-1.
Notre Dame.
Yeah. Notre Dame.
They looked pretty impressive today.
Yeah.
That's when I would you could have flipped with me because the way that we've always played here at Louisville is we'll upset a really good team and then lose to a crappy team the next week.
That's why I got 3 losses because we'll lose. There's going to be a game where we just don't come out firing.
We did that at Dawson my senior year in the playoffs. We thought we were going to beat the team. I'm not going to give them any shine. I'm not going to mention them by name. We thought we were going to beat them easily, and they came out and just and didn't give us a chance. We didn't come out focused, and then they ran the clock out on us in the whole second half. So we almost came back to beat them. We were down by I think 3 or 4 touchdowns at halftime, and we came back and we almost beat them. But their diligence with the clock was just too much for us to handle.
Of course.
Lavelle, because like I said, I forget a lot of stuff now because of being in the hospital and the surgeries and stuff. Who were y'all playing? You were at midfield. You were playing quarterback, I believe. No, you weren't playing quarterback. Somebody threw a 50-yard Hail Mary to you, and you caught it behind your back for a touchdown. Was that Trinity?
Maybe.
I feel like it was.
Yeah, was at the were we at the stadium?
Yeah.
Yep, Trinity. We beat Trinity. That was the first time we beat Trinity.
That was the first time anybody in Jefferson County had beaten. If I remember correctly, that was the first time anybody in Jefferson County, not named Mel or St. X,
beat them in the playoffs.
State tournament. Yeah. We had a cut like between your freshman, junior, and senior years. We had. I don't remember what happened your sophomore year. It just didn't.
I can't even remember who we lost to. Damn, who did we lose to in the playoffs? Maybe DeSales, maybe.
When would that have been? You talking about your senior year?
No. We lost to my senior year. We lost to Central by a point.
That's right. I was there too. They pick 6, right?
Yeah.
It was a pick 6
like,
at the end of the game.
I never could get the ball thrown to me at the end of the game for some reason. I don't understand it, man. I still don't understand it to this day. But I'm not going to talk about it.
No, we'll leave that in the past. And that's a trend that kind of carried over the first couple of years at U of L, and then they finally figured out what was up. And it is what it is. Again, we're here with Louisville football great Lavelle Boyd. I'm here with my guys, Shawn, Sam, and Higgy. Dalton is currently cruising around for his local Whataburger to find free Wi-Fi to do the rest of the show. Higgy, I didn't mean to excite you by saying Whataburger.
I was going to
They
say
got
he just
Whataburger in Louisville now.
No, but they are opening a Jack in the Box here in 2 weeks. I think Higgy's going to be up here for the grand opening line.
Nope.
No?
Really?
I got a Whataburger coming a mile from the house. I'll be in line for that.
Where you at?
He's in Nashville.
Oh, okay. All right.
I can't with him. He's going to actually be in line for the grand. Do you get like free Whataburger for a year or something?
Yep.
Okay.
He's going to be camping
There
out.
you get a Yeti.
That'll save him about $20,000 a year
Yes.
off of his income.
Yes, we could go to the next SmackDown or Raw in the suite on Higgy.
Yes. Higgy, you pay for the next suite. I got last night. You get the next one. That's for
If
sure.
it's in Titan Stadiums, I got you.
Okay. Hey, look,
Yep.
y'all are about to get a
Hey,
brand new
timestamp
stadium
that.
there in Nashville that's supposed to be beautiful, and I'm a little jealous.
Hey, timestamp that, Jeremy.
I got it right here.
Cool.
We
speaking of
will hold
Dalton,
Higgy to it.
he finally got power back, so he'll be joining us here shortly. He said.
Okay, well, good. We'll probably end the show before he gets back on. Higgy, what is your? I can't believe I'm throwing to you, but what do you think the record will be, and what do you think the best case record could be?
Nobody's gonna say. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, best case 11-1, actual record 9-3.
What?
He copy and pasted me.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He just copied.
But I have a different loss than you.
What?
Oh, yeah, different
Oh,
loss.
he's got it's a different loss and
Yeah.
a different win apparently. Okay, Sam, what about you?
I think the actual record is 8-4, and best case 10-2.
Okay, and let me ask y'all three this before I ask Lavelle. What kind of are we getting a New Year's Six bowl game, a top tier bowl game, or just like a mediocre bowl game? Sam?
I don't think it will be the New Year's Six Bowl, but it will be a top tier bowl.
Sean?
I think we can do New Year's 6.
Okay. Higgy?
I was gonna say New York 6 because just
New York 6? There's 6 bowls in New York now? Unbelievable.
New Year's 6 bowl. Just to think, if we're in
New Year's 6.
yes.
All right, Lavelle. Best case scenario record. What you actually think the record's going to be?
How many games they play this? How many games they play now? Is it 13 games or how many games they play? 12 games.
12. Yeah.
And then the bowl game.
Yeah.
No. It's more than a bowl. Okay. All right. So I think that we probably will lose maybe one game. I don't know who it will be. I think we will lose only one game, and I think that we will play in a big bowl game this year. I got some inside information. One of my best friends in the world is in the building also. So you guys know that when you get a good talent evaluator, a person who understands like the right pieces, I'm getting good information, and I'm getting that we can possibly be much better than people might imagine. So,
and I think that's probably.
I think we'll lose one.
Yeah, I think it's probably a combination between the weaker schedule and the talent, the potential of the talent.
All right. I mean, let's be honest. We lost 2 games last year that we shouldn't have lost at all. Right. The only team that really beat us last year was Syracuse. We gave away the Boston College game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I correct? Because like the games run I've seen so many games, so I forget years. But I think Boston College was a game that we blew, and was it Wake Forest that we lost to last year?
No, we beat Wake.
Who did we lose to last year, other than Syracuse?
We're getting a lot of echo. I don't know why. Is that because of you, Shawn? Let's turn Shawn off for just a second. All right. Nope.
Yeah, who did we lose to other than Syracuse? I know Syracuse was the the game that we thought we can win, but they put it on us. All the other games,
we lost to FSU.
Florida State, that we had that game won, we blew it. We had I was at that game. We blew the game.
There's
We
some
had
quarterback who went out during that game, I believe.
Boston College. That's 2, right?
Yep.
And then we lost 4 or 5.
And FSU. Yeah.
We lost 5.
Who was it again?
Total.
This guy said Clemson, Boston College, Syracuse, Florida State.
All right. So Clemson game, we were in the game, should have won the game. Boston College, Florida State. Those are 3 games that we should have. And I think that this team is going to be much better than that team.
And we lost to Kentucky too.
And, yeah. Right.
Not losing to them again though, according to Lavelle. Ever.
Nah. We won't lose to them for the next 5 years.
Y'all heard it here first.
You heard it here first, man.
Well, guys, this has been a blast as always. Lavelle, thank you so much for being here as well. I love you.
Appreciate
brother.
it, you guys. Everybody stay up. Good seeing you guys, man. Keep doing what you're doing, Germ. Love you, brother. You know, if you need anything, give me a holler, man.
Absolutely. I hope you keep things sturdy as always, my brother.
Yes,
And,
Lord.
And,
You know I
really
am.
quick, before we let you go, shout out to everybody at Cardinal Sports Zone, Jeff, JK, PJ, all the photo galleries. I hate this echo. Oh, no. Shawn, is it you?
I don't think so.
I don't like you anymore, Shawn. How did we get just all the way through the show?
That's what I can't figure out.
All right.
I only heard when you talk.
Shout out to all of
You got a
our
loud man.
Fitness Market, Four Pick Smokehouse, and the Collision Course crew. Those tailgaters are amazing. We're working on more. Make sure you go out to all the home tailgates this year and see the Collision Course crew in action. They serve up a good time. Don't ask for anything, but donations are appreciated. Don't be a chooch and just dine and dash. Yeah, buddy. Sponsorship opportunities, hit me up at Jeremy_CSZ. On Facebook, you can just reach me at Jeremy Wallman. Underneath me, you can see the social media, YouTube, Twitter, X, whatever, Facebook, all of the social media mediums. We're there. This echo's driving me nuts. You can find the podcast on all the podcast avenues: Apple, iTunes, Buzzsprout, Spotify, Stitcher. Tune in, Google, Amazon, iHeart, over 125 in all. Hit subscribe now. If you haven't listened to all the prior episodes of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, do us a favor. Go to cardinalsportszone.com, the place it all began. Hit the podcast drop-down tab. Go to CSZ Podcast. Listen to us there. Shout out to our guys, Marcus Maven and Steve Lemons, doing the Lord's work. Monday through Friday, 10 to noon on ESPN 93.9 The Bill. And now we're getting to our announcement. We still don't really know the time slot yet, but we are thrilled to announce that we have been invited to be a part of ESPN's 24 hours of coverage leading into the kickoff versus Georgia Tech in Atlanta at 7:30 on ESPN. So shout out to us for the hard work, and thank you all for ESPN for letting us be a part of it. Any last words? We'll let our guests go first. Lavelle, any last words?
Hey, man, I know there's a lot of people out there that have issues, that have things going on. Every day I'm getting on the internet, the website, Instagram, Facebook, and I keep saying sturdy this and sturdy that. Sturdy is a mindset. Sturdy is being strong physically, mentally, and spiritually. And I will say it, and I'm always going to say it. Everybody out there, keep it sturdy. Yes, Lord.
Absolutely.
All right.
Shawn, any last words?
Let's get to the season. I'm just waiting for the season. I just got to see this team in action because I think they're going to be spectacular.
Yes, we are very aware that there was a big time echo going on, but I think I fixed it. Do you hear the echo anymore? We're good. Good stuff, CSZ. Play that fire outro. Lavelle is right. Jeff Brown will raise some elegance. BBN. Absolutely. I wish I'd have done that earlier when that was giving me some issues. Higgy, do you have anything to say? No? Good. Sam, what are your last words?
Hey, be safe to your fellow bus drivers out there, Jefferson County. We're trying, man.
Man, again, thank you for what you do, Sam. I know it's not been an easy couple of weeks here for you. In case you couldn't hear because of the echo, because I knew I had a lot of echo coming through, my brothers, in the chat telling us there's a lot of echo. We will be a part of ESPN's 24 hours of coverage leading up to Louisville versus Georgia Tech, September 1st, 7:30 p.m. ESPN television. Tune in. We asked for 1 hour. They came back and was like, can y'all do 2 hours? And I was like, as Lavelle said, yes, Lord, we can do 2 hours. So we appreciate you guys. We are going to hop off here in just a second. I got your last word, Shawn. I got your last word, Sam. Higgy said Shiticus and then left the room.
Yeah.
Higgy, why not?
I was just going to say prayers out to my little brother, Beckham, out there fighting cancer right now. But just keep him in your thoughts and prayers for me if you can. But other than that, go Cards and beat Georgia Tech on Friday.
Absolutely. And we do want to, give 3 acknowledgments. First off, shout out to the family of Terry Funk, a wrestling legend. He lost his life this week. Bray Wyatt, 36 years old, lost his life after a battle, had a heart attack that stemmed from battles of COVID. And today, Bob Barker passed away. The price was not right for him today. The price was wrong, but he was under. The joke I keep seeing online was leave it to Bob Barker to get as close to $1 without going over. He was 99 years old. Appreciate that. Uncle Larry says go Cards. Master Yoda says Louisville wins set 2. Brian says we appreciate you all. We got games going on of all sports right now. We can't wait for you all to see what we got going on for the ESPN show. It's going to be a good time, and I can't wait to do that sometime this upcoming week. So stay tuned. We will have the video version on here within a couple of days. So I don't know our time slot, but I will wait until after it airs to put the video version up on YouTube. So you may hear us on the audio or in the audio version too. Well, if you listen to us live, let me clarify. If you listen to us live, you'll be able to hear us live. But if you listen to us later, this will be on our Buzzsprout, on our Spotify, Stitcher app. It will be a podcast episode as well. You may hear us saying things like, see how this looks? Well, you won't see it unless you watch the YouTube version. Subscribe to all of them. Watch them both ways. We encourage that. We appreciate that. Support us however you want to support us. Guys, it's been a blast. I appreciate everything. I appreciate you all as always. Thanks again for all the support. We love you all. Until next time. This has been the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. Never do that again, Shawn.
Pay attention.
I should never do that again either. I'm sorry.
No.
Shut up, Higgy.